Sergeant Major Green was one of the first to receive a black belt in the Marine Corps Martial Arts Program. He was a drill instructor, senior drill instructor, and drill master. He has earned a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity and a master's degree in cybersecurity policy from the University of Maryland. Most importantly though, Sergeant Major Green is a man who loves his country and his people. He spends a lot of time working with veterans to help veterans and their spouses return to civilian life. He's very concerned that veterans receive the benefits and care that they deserve. During his 36.5 years as a Marine, Sergeant Major Green has traveled the globe defending the United States of America. He is married, has 3 children. He's a proud man. He's very humble and very polite. He is a Marine's Marine. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, Sergeant Major Ronald Green.
I have to check my watch because I'm all over the world. Good afternoon, Wayne County. How you doing? You know, this is not a funeral. This is a family reunion. All right? So good afternoon, Wayne County. How you doing? Absolutely. If I talk too loud, hold your hand up and let me know. The mic won't be a problem with me. First off, I want to thank the congresswomen that invited me out. I want to thank Treasurer Mr. Sabree. I want to thank Ms. Beverly and everyone that actually called the Pentagon and convinced them to change my schedule. Because I'm actually supposed to be someplace else. Now when I found out, because I was here 2 years ago, and you all rolled out the red carpet, Wayne County did, and the city of Detroit, to all Marines. We came in to present your Marine Corps to you, to show you what those who've joined the Marine Corps from your state actually represent. And we're proud to have Marines from the state of Michigan as a part of our service. Service does not mean being in a uniform. If you look it up in the dictionary, it doesn't say DOD. The resources in the back, all the personnel that serve. It takes everyone, the entire village, to make this nation work. I just happen to be in a place where defense is what we do on a daily basis. For you, for our loved ones, for the Constitution, for the flag we pledge to. That's what I've been doing for the last 36.5 years. Working for you. And I will always work for the people. This is not about the politics or the politicians. And I just came from an event where your politicians, your commissioners, they were meeting. And God bless them for the work they do. And I pray for them every day. But it's not about them. It's about you. It's especially today and forever about those who actually have worn the uniform and defended this great nation. Only 1% of this nation will ever raise their hand and say, I do solemnly swear I will support and defend the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Less than 1%. But when duty calls, as it did in Pearl Harbor, as it did on 9/11, on 9/12, we were all united. Everybody was courteous. Everybody had good character. But how soon we forget it. How soon we forget what it takes to really do what that Emancipation Proclamation talked about. When it talks about the actual people, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all of us are created equal and endowed by certain inalienable rights by our Creator to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's why the ladies and gentlemen around you wore the uniform. Whether they were drafted in Vietnam or whether they volunteered in the greatest generation, the silent generation, the baby boomers, the X generation, and now the I generation. Volunteered, not voluntold. These are our kids that sign up, not knowing really what they're going to do. but it gives them character. And they deserve everything and more that they're presented with when they come back. So I say to all the Vietnam vets, always, welcome home. Welcome home. There's only one continent in the world that I haven't touched in 36 and a half years, and that's Antarctica. Only because the enemy hasn't gone there yet. When they go there, I can guarantee you that flag will follow them any place they go. And there will be veterans, warriors that will serve. And unfortunately, they won't come home. As some of you know, those are the real heroes. Real heroes don't wear capes. They wear dog tags. That's right. And a lot of them never return home. And some of them still haven't returned home. So that moment of silence, it's about all of those who paid the ultimate price. And those who we're still looking for. And they're a part of our fabric and a part of our family. I'm going to work for the rest of my life. My last day on active duty is December 31st. I'm on terminal leave right now. I won't wear a uniform again, but I'll always serve, just as you do. Because it's really about we the people of the United States, in order to form that more perfect union, establish justice and ensure domestic tranquility. Provide for that common defense, promote the general welfare, secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. That chandelier may be expensive, and I've seen them hit it. But the young people carrying the flag are priceless. That's the definition of posterity. Posterity means future generations. The forefathers who put the words on the paper, they actually define what this nation's all about. And we don't read the document often enough, especially our politicians, because they serve us. We don't serve them. Not one day when I testified in Congress. Not one day when I was with the executive body, judicial, or legislative, testifying, did I ever think that I was serving the person that I was talking to. I knew who I was representing. I was representing the people. And it was about truth and character. And that's something that's missing amongst our leaders. And we need to get that together. Because right now, I can tell you, after spending 4 years in a row during Christmas, in either Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, or some other place that none of us want to live, I can tell you the enemy, they're getting better. And they're always going to be knocking wherever there's freedom. Don't you think for one night that the enemy does not want to come to this country and not live like we live, but bring their way of life to us. Don't ever forget that. And sometimes the leadership, they actually forget it. But this is about you today. This is about the people of this nation. It's always about the people. So to all my time, sometime in combat, sometime at the surgical shock trauma platoon, watching doctors cut young men and women chests open and massage their hearts in what they call the golden hour. If you can get them to a trauma center within an hour, it's a 98% chance that we can save them on the battlefield. Yet, we wake up to the news in America every day, and we can't save them on the streets. We got to get this together. And it won't be the politicians. It'll be the people. It'll be the people to make the correction. Because the correction is made by putting force on those who call themselves leaders. And the only way is through a vote. Through a vote. For righteousness. I'm not a politician, but I've watched the work being done. And I'm not bashing any politicians. I'm just saying they need to know and remember that they work for the people, not for themselves. So thank you today. May God continue to bless you. It's an honor and a pleasure to have served you for 36 and a half years. And it's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you, Wayne County. Semper Fidelis. Hoorah.
so very much to me, Sergeant Major Ronald L.
Yes, so much.